Vale Tunes, welcome to the
Yeah.
show, man. How's everything
So,
going?
man, everything going good. Actually, I'm actually cooking up some new shit right now with one of my producers right now.
Oh,
He over there. You probably can't see his ass,
yeah.
but
Shout out to him though. So you're starting the new year out, right? You're already getting to work. How's the new energy feeling now that 2025 is here?
man, the new energy feeling like that energy. That's just that energy, man. This shit feeling good. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep this shit going. Work on some new tunes and not get too complacent. You know what I mean? I want to get complacent, so I'm just trying to keep this shit going, man.
Exactly. Keep working. Tonight, you got the new single coming out, Time Wasting.
Time wasting, man. Time wasting, man.
Oh, what's the inspiration behind this track? Let's get into the story.
So the inspiration behind the track, I actually released this song about 2 years ago. When I first released it, like the business behind it wasn't like really right. There was a lot of fuck shit going on. I'm not gonna hold you, but now that the business everything is good, we re-releasing it. When I first released it, Swish, the producer, actually reached out to me. He was like, "This shit hard, you know what I mean? We gotta push this, you know what I mean?" And after it got taken down because the business wasn't done right behind it, we actually ended up recreating it. We recreated it. And yeah, man, we ended up recreating it. And now it's gonna be out like at midnight. But the song basically about, living in the moment and not wasting time. You know what I mean? Time wasting.
That's important because a lot of people are wasting time now. Everyone's
Yeah,
trying
man.
to get to the future. And I'll admit that I'm guilty of that because I'm always looking for what's the next move and things like that. But it's
Yeah.
almost as though that because everything's in the past now, pretty much. The present is the
Right.
past.
Right.
Yeah. Are you looking for, because I saw that you have other songs. I checked out your other songs. Is this the warm up for an album or EP that you got on the way?
I don't want to say too much, man. I don't want to say too much. What I would say is right now we real experimental with it. We real experimental with it. I want to throw out like a couple singles and see what people gravitate towards the most, and that'll kind of dictate, what direction I'm gonna take it. And but we got songs for days. We got tunes for days, man. Big
Yeah, I
tune.
know you do. With all that happened prior with this track here that was releasing at midnight with Time Wasting, what
Yeah.
was it that, because you mentioned the business wasn't right, were there some deals involved that you were going to sign something as well?
Okay, so the original beat I got off of YouTube, it was a sample inside of that beat that the producer didn't clear for some
Okay.
reason, and he didn't specify that to me. So when I bought the exclusive lease, he didn't specify that to me. So I kind of got like the backlash from that. I'm not gonna call no names, but it was a label, that basically reached out and got the song taken down. But I'm not gonna call them names. I'm not on the messy shit. You know what I mean? It's just business at the end of the day. But yeah, yeah, it was unfortunate. But now I know. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
still learning as I go, so now I know what not to do. That's why I don't be fucking with YouTube. YouTube beats and shit. I don't really be fucking with YouTube beats and shit. Cause it's kind of like they for the streets, you know what I mean? They're kind of like for everybody. Like everybody got access to that. So it's like working with producers like Swish. It's a blessing because you really get a chance to build a personal relationship. You get a chance to build a personal relationship, and you ain't got to worry about him like selling the beat to another artist, and now you and another artist got the same beat. Now y'all fighting over the beat, and you know what I mean? It just gets messy.
It
So
does get messy. You're in the studio right now with your producer, so this is going to be the main producer that you're going to work with.
no, I got 2 to 3 solid producers. I got 2 to 3 solid producers. Swish is one of my main producers. I'm actually with another one of my producers right now. He goes by T Marie. I'm at my crib too. I'm at my crib. I'm at my crib. I'm at the
Oh, so you
crib.
got your own personal studio.
Yeah, this is my
I like
crib.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Your crib look hard too. That's your crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit look tough. That shit look
That,
tough. You
that's
play,
where I
you play
do
the key.
my shows out of my home studio.
What's up? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's
That's
what's
how
up, man.
creatives are supposed to do it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing like catching the vibe at the crib.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How did you meet Swish, your producer?
So I met Switch online, man. After I released the original Time Wasting song, he reached out to me. He was like, "Damn, this shit hard, bro. This shit hard." I was like, "I appreciate it and shit." And shortly after that, he sent me like a beat pack of like a number of different beats, and we made a few songs for real, for real. And it wasn't until last year that we actually met in person, like in person. But up until then, we had always conversed on. We always conversed on. Hold on, what the fuck? Yes, sir. Hold yeah, yeah. No, we always give me a minute. Like fuck. Um we up until then we had communicated online, you know what I mean? But we met in person last year. He cool as fuck. You know, he like my brother. Like all my producers, we like act like brothers, you know, we talk to each other like brothers, you know what I mean?
Building the chemistry up.
Yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to Swish, man. He a real one.
Shout out to him. I want to take it to the beginning of your story because growing up in Florida with Lauderdale and everything that you got going on down there. So you started the grind pretty early. So take me through the journey of because you were doing school shows, talent shows, the city
Yeah,
bus. You were really out there
yeah.
grinding early on. So take me through some of the things that you learned early on in your journey.
All right, so I grew up in South Florida, about 20 minutes north of Miami. It's a city called Lauderdale. And I would just sing all the time. Like, you know, I grew up in, you know, not the best neighborhood. So it's like, you know, I would always like just go outside for real. For There was nothing else to do but go outside. So like getting acquainted like with the people in the neighborhood and stuff, like everybody would do what they good at. So once they found out that I was good at singing, all my partners would be like, bro, he know how to sing, bro. You got to get him to sing. So we'll be just out, you know, like singing like whatever, like on the bus. Shit. Then when I went to school, you know, we had talent shows and stuff like that. I was singing the talent shows and stuff like that. So like word got around the neighborhood that like, you know, he working with something, bro, know how to sing, you know what I mean? And so growing up, I just built up that confidence like at an early age, especially because I had older siblings too. And they were always like pick on me a little bit because I was the only one that sung. So I'm like, fuck y'all, bro. Like, that sound good. You know what I mean? So just having to build up that confidence at an early age kind of set the tone for me to, you know, just do what I'm doing, you know?
That's the key right there. A lot of people don't have confidence. Some people have a gift, but the confidence thing could keep them back.
Right,
That's
right, right,
important. You
right,
got that
right.
established at a young age.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Even your church too. Your father was the minister there. How does
No,
he
my
feel?
grandfather, my
Your
grandfather, my
grandfather.
yeah. So my grandfather, he was a minister at the church, and once at first, when he heard that I sung, he didn't really like care. He didn't really like put no like I don't know like no like interest, no heavy interest in it. You know what I mean? Until like I showed him that I'm like serious. You know what I mean? Like I'm really working with something. And so once he seen that I was really like serious, he was like, you know, I want you to come by and I want you to join the choir. So I was bass baritone. That was the first role that I had in the choir as bass baritone. And then eventually we led up to having solos and having leads. And yeah, that played a big role in me learning harmonies. Like that played a big role in me learning harmonies and shit.
That's important. I'm telling you, you got the training early on, and then you get to the performing arts school. Talk to me about getting enrolled there too at Dillard.
Yeah, so Dillard High School. If you from South Florida, you know like Dillard High School. That's one of the best performing high schools in South Florida. When I went there, we did a lot of different talent shows. We did a lot of different recording. It was a performing arts school, so they had recording studios, and that's why I actually learned how to record music. You know, Pro Tools, Logic, and shit like that. And once I learned like the science behind it, like I kind of fell in love with like putting stuff together. You know what I mean? Because I would always just like freestyle, like with my brother or my homies, like over YouTube beats and shit. So going to school and actually like learning how to like record music and put it together, I'm like, damn, this shit is hard, bro. Like this shit is tough. You know what I mean? And that's when I knew I was like, yeah, I can't see myself doing nothing else other than this. You know what I mean?
Tell me about your first time in the studio, that story, because that's what really, what you mentioned right there. that you don't see yourself
Yeah,
doing anything else in life. So what was that first studio session like, and just how did you approach the? Because I think the first one's more of it's a confidence thing. You got to go and do it, and then
yeah,
how you go the next couple times, that's when you really start to form who you are as an artist.
yeah. The first time I went in, it was this song that one of the local rappers back in high school, he wanted me on, and he wrote the hook and everything for it. He was like, I want you to do this. So we went in. I probably went in. I probably had about 20 takes. I'm not gonna hold you. I did not one take. I did not one take it. Like I probably had like about 20 takes because it took me a minute to really like get used to like recording. But once I got the hang of it, I'm like, all right, bet. So this is what I need to do. This is how I need to approach it. You know what I mean? This is how I need to do this. You know what I mean? But yeah, the first time was a little challenging. I'm not gonna hold you because it's recording music and performing music is two different things, way two different things. Because you got some people that are great performers, and you got some people that are terrible performers and good recording artists. You know what I mean? So the first time was a little challenging. I'm not gonna hold you, but I got the hang of it, and we still keeping the hang of it.
Yeah, with the previous two singles too, Hold You, Stick Around, you got those out there too. People got to check those out. You had the experience too with being a performer, with being in the choir, so you kind of already had that down pack now. So what were kind of some of the performances with the music now that you're recording? Have you had any big ones yet that are highlights so far in which you were able to showcase that you can also perform as well as record?
The biggest one that I had, I stayed in. So after I graduated high school, I moved to New York. A couple of my homies was going to school out there, and I just wanted to go out there just to go out there. So we had this connect that actually plugged us in with doing a showcase at S.O.B's. And that was the biggest performance that I had. Because if you do know about us at S.O.B's,
SOBs, that's a legendary spot in New York.
bro, all the big dogs performed there. I literally have like a picture hung up on my wall. I'll grab the picture, bro. This shit
Oh
was
yeah,
so
we got to see it.
this shit was so legendary, bro. This shit was so legendary, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. So
Wow.
you probably can't see it. You probably can't
You could
well,
see it. You could see the mic. You could see everything in there. It may not be like 100% digitally clear, but we could see it.
bro. That shit was so hard, bro. Like the crowd was going crazy, and then I had my boys with me too, because it was like an independent artist showcase. So to have my boys there with me too, like they behind me, like I had the energy, I had the confidence, and just to feel the reaction from the crowd really like motivated me and kind of gave me like a adrenaline rush. Like I need to do this shit again and again and again and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is what you're meant for. I think this year, are you looking to get into other venues? Rolling Loud is big for artists. Are there some other events that you're looking to tap into this year?
Yeah, I really want to get into the Afrobeat Fest. The Afrobeat
That'll be
Fest.
big.
Yeah, I want to get into Afrobeat Fest, even Rolling Loud, shit, Coachella. I'm really down to take it wherever we can take it for real, for real.
You're inspired by Brent Faiyaz, Tems. What drew you to the Afrobeat genre?
All right, so I'm Caribbean American. My dad is from Barbados, and so growing up in Florida, I kind of got the best of both worlds, of Caribbean culture and American culture, and so it's like Afrobeat and reggae have a lot of similar instrumentation. They have a lot of similar instrumentation. And so growing up, I didn't know about Afrobeat. I grew up on reggae, dancehall, calypso, soca, stuff like that. So when I first got introduced to Afrobeat, it was like a blend of the music that I grew up on, but like in a whole nother like experience, in a whole nother experience. You know what I mean? So I really fell in love with that, especially when I heard Tems. When I heard Tems, man, when I heard Tems, like Tems is different, bro. Tems
Yeah.
is different, bro.
It,
Yeah, so she's
Tems
yeah,
definitely
Tems is
is. Is it a goal of yours to want to get on a track with her?
yeah, man. I would
Yeah.
love to go. Like I would love to get on a track with Tems, like all of them, like Tems, Brent, Wayne Wonder.
hmm
So I don't think Wayne Wonder's making music no more because he's a real reggae dancehall legend. But yeah, I'd love to do a track with Tems for sure.
Yeah, and the Afrobeat scene right now, this is the time to get in it. It's been thriving for a while now.
Yeah, man, it really is, man, and it's only gonna continue to get even more bigger.
Yeah. What do you think that you're bringing to Afro beats that's new that we haven't seen yet?
I feel like I'm bringing a more chill approach from a male's perspective because I feel like I don't want to compare myself to nobody, but Burna Boy is like more energetic and hype with it. My approach is a bit more subtle and chill and smooth. I'm real smooth with it, and I feel like no one really has what I'm bringing to the table. My approach is real smooth when it comes to Afro beats.
I can't wait for the people to hear Wasting Time. I know you previously recorded it, but this is the new version. It's coming out at midnight. I can't wait for the
Yeah,
people to
time
hear
wasting.
this.
Yeah, time wasting. I can't wait for him to hear time wasting, man. It's
The Time
definitely a
Wasting
dope.
record is going to be crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for him to hear it, man. For real.
Yeah, that's the one because L Nice, shout out to L Nice for sending that over too. I got that
Yeah,
in the
shut up,
rotation for you.
man. That's
Well,
another real one. He a real one for sure. I appreciate that.
that one, I'm telling you right now, once the people catch wind of that, that's going to take off for you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I appreciate that. I appreciate you sending it. It mean a lot to me, man.
Of course. When did you? Because you mentioned Dillard, you got the performing arts school there. You get out to SOBs and you perform. That was a legendary performance for you to really say that I got to get back into these moments and keep going with these performances. So when did you start to really network from SOBs? Were there any connections that you made at SOBs that furthered you into making more connections?
Yeah. I met a lot of dope producers out there, DJs and stuff like that. And this videographer that I met out there as well that we was able to make a lot of video content as well. Shout out, he goes by SBN Studios, Nehemiah. He's a really dope videographer. Um, and then shortly after New York, I actually ended up relocating to Atlanta. So I'm based in Atlanta now. So I've just been trying to, network and, you know, find my footing out here as well. Because it's a big Afrobeat community out here as well. So trying to find my footing out here.
Atlanta definitely is the place to be. How you like it out Atlanta so far? How do you like it?
It's cool.
Do you miss New York?
um, I like parts of New York and then I like parts of Atlanta. If I could like fuse them all together, if I could fuse like Miami, New York, and Atlanta together, then that'd be like the perfect city. I feel like that's LA because I've
LA,
never
is
been there.
that your ultimate goal to get there? You think LA's?
Yeah, I want to get to LA and London. LA and London.
I like that you're already thinking overseas. When we think of overseas, because that is interesting, what's the fan base that you've been noticing that's been outside of the States that has been tapped into you most?
London.
London. Wow.
I look at my streams and I have a lot of support out there in London, man. I got a lot. So shout out to London, man. I really fuck with London, man.
That's big. And when you go over there too, you're already going to be embraced because you already got listeners out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, LA. Is there other ventures that you want to get into out in LA? Is there anything movies? Is there different things that you're kind of interested in out there?
I want to get into like product placements and like fashion, like product placements, like in terms of like, you know, Prada, I'm real big on like cologne. Like I got a like crazy collection. My cologne collection crazy. So like, product placements, but like maybe Prada, Paco Rabanne, and then fashion, I love to put that shit on. I be putting that shit on. I be putting that shit
You're the second artist that's been on recently that's talked about wanting to start their own cologne line and product placement and get involved with the fragrances. And people, I'll tell you, it's a profitable business because people blow hundreds on colognes.
Yeah, man, for real. People like to smell good. People like to smell good. I hope people like to smell good.
Yeah, you would think.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Crazy. I'll tell you one thing with you getting to Atlanta, you don't miss the cold in New York. That's the main thing.
You'd be surprised, bro. It's damn near just as cold. I'm not gonna hold you.
Wow.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, bro, it started snowing out here, bro. 2 years ago, it was snowing here in Atlanta, bro. Like snowing. So I'm not gonna hold you. It's damn near. New York is a bit colder, but like I'm not gonna hold you. This shit damn near the same. Like I'm a Florida boy and I'm Caribbean. You know what I mean? My blood warm. My bloodline warm. So it's wild to get adjusted to, but shit still be like throwing me off some days. Like, God damn, bitch, why it's so cold? You know?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Even though I'm from the tri-state area, especially with New York, I'm as I get older each year, the cold gets to me more, and I'm on the same board with you. Got to get to where somewhere where it's hot. It's too much. But I've been hearing that. El Nice has told me that. Other people that I've had on my show told me that Atlanta's been cold this year.
Atlanta's been mad cold, bro. Oh, you in New York right now?
Yeah.
Which part are you in?
I represent for Queens.
Okay. Have you ever heard of cuts and slices?
I have not.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Bro, it's this pizza spot called Cuts and Slices, bro. They make like Caribbean inspired pizza. I don't know if you like Caribbean food,
I,
but
I'm open to trying it. I haven't tried it. I'm open to trying it.
never had Caribbean food and you New York Queens, bro.
Yeah.
In Queens, bro.
I'm pretty
And you
simple
never
with
had
my food.
no, bro. You gotta try, bro.
I
You
gotta
gotta
try
try.
it.
Do you like spicy food? Caribbean food a little spicy.
I'm not big
You
on
like
spicy foods, but I'm like I said, I'm open to trying new things.
seafood?
See, I like seafood.
All right, so they got this pizza. They got this curry shrimp pizza. The shit mad fire, bro. Like instead of like a regular tomato base, it's like a creamy curry type of base, and the shit like crazy, bro. With the Parmesan cheese on the top, it's a flat crust. It's not like a thick crust, so it's not oversaturating. The shit mad good, bro. You
I
should
gotta
fuck with it.
try it. I'll check that out. And what's this place called again?
Cuts and Slices NYC. They
Cuts and
got
Slices. Next time you go in there, they gotta give you some percentages off, some free meals because you're plugging
they
them in
definitely
here.
should. Definitely have. They definitely should. They definitely should.
Shout out to them. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So how did you get connected with El Nice?
El Nice, got connected with El Nice through Swish.
Through
Swish,
Swish.
Swish know everybody. You know everybody, yeah. Yeah, shout out to El Nice, man. He a real one. He definitely been looking out for me in any way that he can.
He definitely is, and I could tell that you're on the grind here. I know you did mention before that you're not ready to tell people about the EP and the album and
Yeah.
things that you're working on. But do you have the video ready for Time Wasting?
I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too, but we gotta stay tuned. We gotta
Stay
stay tuned.
tuned.
Gotta stay tuned. But what I will say is we stand experimental this year, you know. I want to experiment with like a lot of different genres, you know. So I just want to have fun with it, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to have fun with the genres I experiment with, you know.
Mhm.
But
You've tapped into the R&B already. I've heard the two. I mentioned the two songs that I listened to earlier. So, is there some collaborations that you want to work with artists outside of these genres? I know hip hop. Is that something that you want to get into? Is there other genres like
I don't really care for hip hop. Like hip hop oversaturated. Like I want to like kind of dig a little deeper into, like reggae, R&B, but like experimental R&B, like on some alternative shit, you know?
Mhm.
Like on some alternative, almost on some like folk shit, you know what I mean? Experiment with different genres, like genre bending, like maybe some dubstep, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Some
different?
different, yeah, some different shit, bro. I listen to everything, bro. Like I fuck with hip hop, but like you feel me, I just listen to everything, you know.
You know what? It is. I do agree with you that it's oversaturated now, and pretty much a lot of artists now sound the same. When you go to look on the top charts, it's too many people sounding the same, and there's not that individuality that there once was in hip hop. It's just everyone
Right.
trying to sound like one trend that's going viral.
Right. And that shit boring. That shit lame. But
Yeah.
if whatever works for them, you know.
Yeah. You got to differentiate yourself. And I like that you've already done that.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, Brody.
Of course. And you got your own record label too. You got your own. Are you
Yeah.
planning on, do you want to do a partnership? I mean, you have this experience with the label already, contacting to get your song taken down. But is that something that you want, or you kind of see how the industry works now and you want to stay independent with your vision?
If it makes sense,
Hmm.
if it makes sense. My biggest thing is I don't ever want to put myself in the position where it's like I'm compromising who I am. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to put myself in a position where I'm compromising. So if I'm compromising who I am and what I believe in, what I stand on, then I ain't fucking with it. But if it makes sense, I'm more than, you know what I'm saying, open to, you know, see what we can make happen. It just gotta make sense.
Especially with the paperwork and just if it's real legitimate as far as how they feel about you. Because I think a lot of times they'll see like one or two songs and they take advantage of artists and that they really don't care. They'll tell you they care because they want to earn some type of take away your masters, of course, and earn more of a profit. And then they don't really care about the artist. You have to see that they genuinely care and that the deal is right.
Right. So so you get it. Yeah, that's the type of time that I'm on.
Yeah, that's what you have to go into, especially when these negotiations, because it's crazy now. It's too many artists out here too. So that's another thing that you're ahead of the curve with being able to differentiate yourself. It's 2025 now. I'm not going to tell you what's the main goal for 2025 because that would be more time wasting. What is so? What are some things that you want to accomplish within the coming weeks here? The first, let's chop it into the first quarter because it's a long year. I don't want to rush through it.
Yeah, right. First quarter, honestly, I want to do shows. I want to do shows. I want to perform. I want to perform. I want to perform more than I've ever performed. Really push this record as much as I can. And build a solid community. You know, I really want to build a solid community. You know what I mean? A community that rock with me and fuck with anything that I put out. You know what I mean? Something that can go beyond this record. So I'm hoping with this record we can really solidify some real ones on my team, so we can get these shows going. So we can get have these people pull up to these shows, make this bread, and keep on making more bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got to keep stacking.
Keep stacking. You know what I mean? Keep stacking, so we can, you know,
The
just
shows
keep
are the
going up.
main thing. I think shows are the most important thing from an artist. I mean, you make money off of music, but where the real bread is torn and the
Shows, right,
shows.
right. And that's what I'm saying. Hopefully we can have you come out and DJ for some of the shows, host some of the shows.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, for real, man.
I'm
So
down.
that's, so
I'm down. Yeah,
that's
let's do it.
I'm
That would
for
be
real,
fire.
man.
Especially when we're getting down to Atlanta and Florida. I would love to get back down to that warm climate because I'm planning on relocating. That's actually my goal to get to LA very soon too.
For real?
Yeah, yeah. So I like that how you're thinking ahead for yourself there. 'Cause it's my goal to get to LA too. I feel as though I'm kind of tapped out in New York. Yeah, I've made a lot of connections here. I got my start here, but there's a lot of things that I want to do that I feel as though is more accessible to me out in LA. And I think that's where you're thinking long term too.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. You ever been out there?
No, I haven't, but I'm
Been out there either, bro. I've never been out there either. But I told myself, bro, I got I'm gonna make that trip this year, bro.
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that trip this year, bro.
Telling you, if you have the availability, do it because that's going to be something that could change your life for the better.
Hell yeah. Shit. Hopefully I see you out
Yeah, we got to link up, build
there.
out there. How about Fort Lauderdale? Because when we look back at it, how is the music community out there, connections and building something out there? Do you kind of stay in touch with the people out there?
For the most part, no. I try to separate myself from there as much as I can because it's a lot. It's not many Afrobeat artists in Fort Lauderdale. It's predominantly hip hop. You know what I mean? It's predominantly hip hop. So it's like, um, yeah, no. When I go back home, I visit family and stuff like that. You know, but the hip hop scene in Lauderdale is thriving. You know, they got a lot of artists out there that's doing their thing. You got Lil Shimmy, he on the rise right now. He's from my hometown. FCG Him. It's a lot of dope hip hop artists that's out there right now. But nah, yeah.
You're carrying the torch in a different way. That's the thing.
I'm carrying a torch in a different. I'm one of those people that's like, you know, sometimes you gotta leave where you from to become something. You know what I mean? You
Absolutely. I
yeah,
understand it.
you gotta take that leap. And
Yeah.
I've been leaping ever since.
Yeah. Into New York, and now you're in Atlanta, and then eventually in LA. You're going to be moving around here.
Right.
We got the Time Wasting record dropping at midnight, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. I appreciate you, Brody.
Of course. So what's next for you, man? Besides the record, what are some other things you want to let the audience know that we didn't cover here today?
Honestly, shit, I feel like we cover everything for real, for real. Just I really just want to, build a solid community. You know what I mean? So if they fucking with me from based off of this interview, I appreciate y'all for watching, appreciate y'all for, interviewing me and shit. But just want to build a solid community. You know what I mean? So don't put me in a box, you know what I mean? Like I'm releasing an Afrobeat record this month, but who knows what I'm dropping next month or the other month or the month after that, just fuck with me for me.
Stay mysterious. That's the main thing.
Yeah, yeah. You got to keep them on their toes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you definitely do. And I always like this when I talk with new and up and coming artists about how they got their name because I do know your first name, so it makes sense. So when did it click for you that this was going to be the name going forward?
Man, so my family actually calls me by my middle name. They call me Valentino. So when they call me that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to go by Valentino because Bobby Valentino was already Valentino out there. But I was born on Valentine's Day. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I was born on Valentine's Day. And Valé is an abbreviation of my middle name. So it's the first four letters of my middle name. And then tunes that's back to my Caribbean culture because we refer to our music as tunes.
Tunes.
So Valé Tunes. And that's when I came up with that, I'm like, oh, this shit gotta you feel me, roll off the tongue a little bit. Valé Tunes, bit smooth.
It works.
Yeah, it works. It works. It works.
Telling you, it's going to be going up, especially with this record dropping. It starts, and I like how you're starting the new year off with this record because I think that's going to set the precedent for you. It's making a statement early on.
Right, 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 right. I appreciate you for noticing.
Of course, yeah. Once L Night sent it to me and I tapped in, I listened to it. I said, yeah, this is going to be big.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. You're gonna be spinning it up there in them clubs in New York.
Yeah, you already know.
I appreciate that, Brody. I appreciate that.
You already know. This is the new Afro beats to start off the year, and people are midnight. You can already pre-order it too. Go pre-order it so you don't have to worry about
Go
downloading it
pre-order it,
later.
man. Go pre-order it, man. Go pre-order it. We got what? 3 more hours? Couple
Yeah,
more? Yeah, man.
go get that early.
Yeah.
Valé Tunes, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I had a great time talking to you today. Let them know where they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, X, all the platforms that you're on.
All right, so you can find me on IG and you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at the same handle. It's VALEXTUNES. Valé Tunes.
There you have it. Go tap in with them. Time wasting available on all platforms tonight. Valé Tunes. Thanks again, man. Anytime.
For sure, man. I appreciate you, Brody. Have a good one.
You too, man. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, you too, bro.
Take care, man.
All right.